Hi, this is Suzanne from SL Crafts. Thank you for joining me today. For this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to assemble this beautiful watering can. Now the template for this is on my Etsy shop, and you'll find a link for that in the description below. So let's get started. Okay, so once you've cut everything out, you need to fold all of the score lines on the 6 side pieces. Now these are all mounting folds. Then you need to glue all of the panels on. So I'm just using wet glue here. And it's a good idea just to ink the edges of the panels first, just to give them a little bit more dimension. So I've already gone ahead and glued the other 5 on. So next you need to take one of the hexagons, they're both the same size. Then start gluing the side pieces on. Just matching up that score line there. Just so that it still folds over. Just make sure that you don't overlap the tabs. They should just touch. Then work your way around until you've done all 6 pieces. So just make sure you've pressed it all down, and then it should look like this. Next you need to apply some glue to one of the long side tabs and the small tab next to it, and then attach it to the next side, making sure you're lining up that top edge there, pressing it into place. Now again, I'm using wet glue for this, but you could use double-sided tape or red liner tape. Then just continue gluing the next 4 sides together until you're left with one side open, and this is where the side handle is going to go. So for the handles at the side, you need to start by gluing those 2 panels on. Oh, here's Prince again. No, what are you doing? No, come on. Yeah, you can't sell there. Come on. That's it. Okay, so you need to start by gluing these handle panels on. So I've already done this one. So this one should go right up to the score lines there. So just fold those 2 tabs forwards. Then you need to glue the handles back to back. Then you need to glue those two tabs and position the handle so that it's right at the top, like this, right at the top there. Just make sure that it folds out like this. And then glue that last side into place. Then once that's done, you can glue the other hexagon to the base. Just make sure it's all lined up and then press it down. And that's going to give it added strength and also hide all of those tabs underneath. Now this top piece is optional. You don't have to include it. You may want the watering can to be more open at the top, but I'm just going to put this one on just to show you. So these 4 tabs need to be folded down and glued. Then carefully position it opposite the side handle so that it sits flush with the top of the watering can. Just carefully press it into place. And you can slide a bone folder or a ruler just underneath there if you need to. Now for the spout, again you need to glue the 2 panels on. You should be able to see which one goes where. And then fold that long tab. Then glue the 2 pieces together. Then glue these 2 straight ends together. Next you need to take the 2 end caps, fold them along the score lines, and then glue them to the end of the spout, so 1 on each side. the rows at the end, I've embossed small polka dots, or rather I've debossed them as I'm using the other side, so that they look like tiny holes in the end. So this needs to be glued onto the end. It's now a good idea to just bend those curved edges out slightly. This is going to make it much easier to attach it to the watering can. Now just apply some glue to the two curved ends and position the spout like this, so opposite the side handle, checking that it looks good from the front, from the side and from the top. Then just hold it in position until it dries. Next you need to take the two top handle pieces and you need to glue the panel on, again using wet glue. Then before the glue dries, just curve it slightly using a bone folder or a round pencil. Then glue one end of the handle to the front. And the other end to the back. Just making sure that it's all lined up. And there it is, finished. So here's another one that I made. This one's slightly bigger. And for this one I've used some dotty card for the end rows instead of debossing it. You could also draw the little dots on if you wanted to. And this one I made out of silver mirror card. And again I've debossed the end piece to look like little holes. So I would love to know what you think of this design and what you might use it for. Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more papercraft tutorials.